Good morning. The 5th Asian Human Rights Forum to elevate the rights of migrant workers in Korea was held at the International Hall of Korea University on February 23rd. Human rights experts from Asia attended the forum to discuss the topic of improvement in the quality of life for migrant workers. Every year, the Asia Human Rights Forum has selected human rights issues common to the Asian region to raise awareness and seek appropriate measures through the forum. At the event, discussions were focused on the elevation of migrant workers' rights as well as ways to improve international cooperations. Autin Tun, a migrant worker from Myanmar, disclosed the harsh reality facing migrant workers, pointing out the fact that one should go beyond treating migrant workers as mere supplementary workforce, but seek measures to protect their rights. There have been instances where a migrant worker needed to go to the hospital, and when the employer would not let the worker go, the worker went anyway, only to find out that the employer had reported him for having left the workplace without authorization. The forum was inundated with sharp and penetrating questions at the end of presentations in its session. One migrant worker who had been listening keenly to the forum shared his honest opinion about the reality he faces in terms of overdue wages. They say there is no difference in wages between local Koreans and migrant workers. However, as one migrant worker once said, a worker who gets paid on time must be the happiest person in the world. Although the reality is that it is difficult for migrant workers to even receive the minimal wage of 4,050 won per hour, statistics show that they receive 6,200 won per hour. I am curious to know on what grounds these figures were produced. In particular, there was an overriding opinion that the reference brochure prepared for the forum was neither objective nor sufficient enough. As a result, the presenters improvised on-the-spot answers. It is vital to come up with fair and objective ways for local Koreans and migrant workers to work together in harmony and provide them with the same standard in wages and treat them equally within the legal boundaries. At the same time, discussion on an international treaty to protect the rights of migrant workers and their families also took place during the forum. Although the treaty was enacted 19 years ago, criticism was raised as most countries in East Asia, including Korea, for the exemption of the Philippines and East Timor, have not yet ratified the treaty. In order for Korea to truly protect the rights of the migrant workers, it is important to foremost ratify the International Treaty on Migrant Workers' Rights. For this to happen, it is critical to review the Immigration Act and Naturalization Law regarding the rights of unregistered migrant workers. We hope that the Asia Human Rights Forum will continue to fight for the human rights of migrant workers and be a channel for international cooperation on human rights.